Hi, it's Luke. Welcome back to part 2 of our candlestick pattern series. In the last video, we created a function to detect the hammer candlestick pattern. Today, we're going to build on that by adding a new pattern, the engulfing candlestick. So let me quickly just explain what an engulfing candlestick is in case you're not familiar with it. A bullish engulfing pattern is made up of two candles. First, we have a red candle, which is a bearish candle. Then the next candle is green, a bullish candle, and it completely engulfs the previous red one. This means the bullish candle opens at or below the red candle's close, and it closes above the red candle's open. When this happens, it shows a strong shift in momentum from bearish to bullish. Now let's take a look at the opposite, the bearish engulfing pattern. Just like before, it's made up of two candles. First, we have a green candle, that's the bullish candle. The next candle is red, the bearish candle, and it completely engulfs the green one before it. This means the red candle opens at or above the green candle's close, and it closes below the green candle's open. It signals a strong shift in momentum from bullish to bearish. So now that we understand the pattern, let's go ahead and start coding it. In the onTick function, we add the engulfing signal function, just like we did with the hammer signal function. Then we create the actual engulfing signal function. First, we get the time of the previous candle. We then get the high, low, open and close of the previous candle. We will need to change the name of the variable, so we'll just add a 1. Then we need the high, the low, open and close of candle 2. We will need to change the names again, so we'll just add a 2. It keeps everything simple. Now we need to create the logic for the signals. We'll start with the bullish engulfing candle. We will check if the open of candle 1 is below the close of candle 1, and if the open of candle 2 is above the close of candle 2. And then we check if the high of candle 1 is above the high of candle 2 and the low of candle 1 is below the low of candle 2. If this is true, then we create the object. We pass the time, the low of candle 1, arrow code 217. We set the direction as 1. We make it dark green and we set the label to bull engulf. You can use bullish engulfing and bearish engulfing, but obviously it's a long word, so it can look quite ugly on the chart. I just cut the words in half. So now we do the bearish engulfing candle. Again, the idea is the same, but this time we are checking if the open of candle 1 is above the close of candle 1, and also if the open of candle 2 is below the close of candle 2. And if this is true, then we create the object. We pass the time of the candle, the high of candle 1. We use the arrow code 218. We set the direction to -1. We set the color to dark red, and we label it bear engulf. And then if none of the conditions are true, we simply return 0, which means no engulfing signals have been found. Then at the bottom of the code in the create object function, we need to add the direction for the arrow plotting. 1 being at the low of the candle and -1 being at the high of the candle. We then also need to add it to the text description. And then we pass the direction into the hammer signals. And that's it. Now we can compile. There shouldn't be any errors or warnings. Once compiled, we can test it in the strategy tester. Quickly first comment out the hammer signals so that it doesn't check for them on the chart. Compile. We'll go back over to your MetaTrader 5, click View, Strategy Tester, select the file that we've just created, click Start. And now we can see the engulfing signals being plotted on the chart. So that's it for this video. In the next video, we'll expand this even further and we'll add another popular candlestick pattern to it. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. And if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Thank you for watching. Trade safe. As always, I'll see you in the next one.